All right, we're back.
Nice.
This is awesome. I've never been on a podcast where we actually let's take a commercial break. We just keep going. It's like, oh, we gotta take a piss. All right, we just go. Don't
I just
flush
thought the
too loud.
breaks are good to like just refresh and collect your thoughts and all that happy bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, especially like we're probably one of the few podcasts out there that go for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, that impresses me. I'm usually like 30 seconds, but 4 hours, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, we got a lot of compliments on that over the years, and
So how long you guys been doing this?
third year
Third year
of this show.
Yeah, we Rob and I have been doing a podcast together for 4 years, but we rebranded ourselves after one. So this show, we're on a third.
Rebranding ourselves. He had a cousin we used to do the show with, and he was not
My
good
cousin,
for it.
yeah.
Not good for it. He
was young. He had 19
He fired his
old,
own cousin.
I had to
That's-
fire my
Wow.
own cousin.
That's
Yeah.
hardcore.
Man, you're cold, man.
I did it through a text message.
I think
Oh,
once
even
I
by
was like,
text message. You broke up via text. That's
I was like,
nice.
"You want me to do it?" And he's like, "I already did it." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" Slim's becoming a man.
So let me ask you, if you don't mind me asking, do you guys get any sponsors or you anything like that?
Trying so hard. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
They want you to have like thousands of downloads per episode.
Yeah.
And, like,
I'll be
We've
honest.
had-
I'll be honest. We don't want them.
yeah, that's another thing.
we don't want people controlling
that.
us.
I would never. Yeah,
So-
be like, here, you have to.
So my buddy Eric, who started this, his old podcast, this is kind of why it died down. I think is because he and his partner were having like some differing opinions on where they wanted to bring the podcast. So they wanted to do like reviews as part of their magic show, you know. So they called up this if you were doing magic, illusionist.com. The guy who owns that, his name is Brad Christensen, and they said, yeah, we have this podcast, you can listen to us, and we'd like to do some reviews of some of your latest effects. And he said, well, you're going to give them good reviews? We're going to give an honest review. Well, if you're not going to give them a good review, I don't want you to review it.
Yeah.
It's like, you see, and once you start that shit, you're like, no, I don't want sponsors. I don't want to do reviews. I don't want to do shit like that. We have our opinions, and if something sucks, we're going to say it sucks. You know?
We had this one company, and they said, and I told them, you know, when we signed up, I said, you know, SoundCloud doesn't reflect all of our downloads, all of our listens. We have 2 other stations we're on that have, like, one of them had, like, 10,000 listens a month, and the other one we get 3,000. The one we're on now, IPM, about 3,000 listens a show, and the iTunes doesn't go into our what is that called? The statistics on SoundCloud. Like they only show up as like a gray lump. They could be downloads, it could be plays, but they're just one gray lump. And I say, you know, that could be hundreds of downloads. I don't know what that is. So they had no problem with that. Then they got us Audacity as a sponsor. We did their ad. We ran it. Audible. That's what it was. Audible.com. And and then
what a
Latest
pain in the
book for
ass
free
too.
for Audible.com.
Yeah.
We had to record this ad for Audible like
there was like
10 times
2 or 3
because
different-
every
Oh my
single
God.
time we sent it to the guy, he was like, "Whoa, yeah."
Nope. Quite frankly, I'd rather spend the however many thousands I need to do to set up everything I need to set up than be slave to someone else.
And then, so then, like 2 weeks after we'd been running that, all they went by was SoundCloud statistics, and we can't have the show that doesn't have enough downloads. I was like, I told you when I signed up, and then some asshole recently emailed me about it, and I was like, it'd be great if we can get a fucking sponsor through you guys, and they were like, yeah, well, that's what we're trying to do, and I'm like, well, I fucking said this the last time, and all you went by was SoundCloud, like,
Right.
So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And then they followed us on Twitter. I guess it was a pity follow.
Pity follow.
He fucking followed us.
Stick it to the man.
I don't care. I'll be straight shitty to you. Like you did us fucking shitty. And then I think the guy was like, if you want to, because he had some shit we had to insert the ad with. I don't even fucking still understand what that means. Like, how are you supposed to put that ad into the show with this fucking basting tool, whatever the fuck it was called? And then, because we didn't do it that way, I would have to figure out, I'd have to, like, send him the links to the show with exactly what time the ad was, and he could get us $2
and audit you and make sure that you're doing what you said you're going to do.
Yeah, no, fuck
Yeah,
you, dude.
no.
Fuck you.
Nope.
But there were other people who had offered but never carried out. Like we had this guy, John from Hangover Pretzels, and he was great. He came in the studio.
A local guy.
Really awesome guy. He makes pretzels in Jersey, and I think Cherry Hill was he based? I think he was based in
Something
like
like
Cherry
that.
Hill. His pretzels are great. I met
They
him
were-
at like a
they were
beer fest.
amazing.
He came in. He brought us a box of pretzels, 3
Shirts,
bottles of
thing.
tequila.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Pretzels
really
and tequila.
great guy.
T-shirts, just really great guy, really cool.
He knows how to
And
buy the love.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, I'll give you guys, you plug my
This much.
pretzels. I'll give you like
I'll
a
come
little
in
bit and
every
like a box of
4
pretzels.
months.
Had a
A
box
box of pretzels a month. And we were like,
yeah.
that would be
perfect.
awesome.
Of
But,
course, and still never.
I guess he was just very busy.
Beer company too. Once he opened his brewery, was gonna, and then still nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Even ran into him at a beer fest, and he was all excited to see us and all that, but he never.
We got to
brought
get
that
together.
up. Yeah,
We got to do that thing.
Right.
I'll call you.
So yeah, no, it just doesn't. It's shitty.
Yeah.
It's a shitty.
So yeah,
thing.
we do ours for the labor of love. We just
Yes.
we love doing it.
Yeah,
that's the
that's
only
all
reason
it
we do it is
is.
because we love it, not
And,
because someone's paying us to do
Get
it.
a
'Cause we
good,
want
get
to
a
do
good
it.
review or like a good guest. It's like,
Yeah,
this
that's
is
fun.
it. A great conversation.
We live for
Exactly.
bad reviews too, because we just love to say "fuck you."
Yeah, I love the bad.
No, the bad ones are better.
Oh yeah, we've got some great ones. I've said a few times on break. I was telling him about to get involved on Twitter and Podern Family, to how great that has been for us.
And to connect with other shows and all
Yeah.
that good stuff. It's been awesome. That's been awesome. I was gonna ask you too.
So
What is
Eric, if you're listening, Twitter, Podern Family. You're probably not
Yes.
listening, you lazy son of a bitch. Oh, this one's for you, Eric. Shut up, stupid.
What is the craziest thing you've ever seen happen at a magic show, either that you've been performing at or were just there?
Craziest freaking thing I've seen.
Fights or
This is among magicians. This is an urban legend, but it has happened, and I've seen it. So there's this effect. It's called ring flight. You might have heard us talking about it. Basically, the effect is this: you borrow someone's ring, and you disappear the ring, and the ring winds up on in your key case with your keys dangling from the rest of your keys, and you take it off. Scariest, craziest thing I'd ever seen was someone doing a ring flight with someone's beautiful diamond ring, and the ring goes one way, and the stone goes another.
Oh no!
hilarity ensued.
And hilarity did ensue with one person like on the ground on all fours looking for the fucking ring.
Oh my god!
And this, boys and girls, is why magicians need liability insurance. Seriously, craziest freaking thing.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, it was like a couple $1,000 diamond. It was crazy.
That's what I was gonna ask. Do you use their rings?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I know people that won't do that. In fact, simply because of that,
I would-
they just won't do it. Like,
oh my god!
there's too many scary stories, and I didn't believe them until I saw it happen.
Does anyone ever try to fight a magician?
That's what I'm
Oh
wondering.
yeah, all the time.
Really?
Especially if you're in like I do mainly, like I said, do mainly adult shows. I do a lot of walk around. Sometimes in bars, sometimes at cocktail parties. Usually there's some kind of alcohol being served at 9 times out of 10 of these events. And, you got instant asshole just at alcohol.
Yes.
And you got the one, you go up to a group that has the alpha male. Right? It's called being alpha'd, right? And the guy tries to, I saw magician. I saw he did that. I read a book. I saw it on YouTube. Look, watch what he... And sometimes it can get... pretty nasty, especially you got someone like me who I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
And I don't take that shit. I will shut you down, try to be polite about it, and as soon as it keeps going up and up and up and up, I mean, I'll go up there with you.
That's it.
To the point where, yeah, okay, I'm being unprofessional. I got to turn around and walk away. There was one party I was at. I shut the guy down a bit, and he got really pissed at me. I forgot what I said to him. It was something like, I did this trick. He was being a real asshole. I said, why did the chicken cross the road? I'm looking straight at him. I don't know what. Get to the other side. No, he's going to the asshole's house. And I turn around and I start another trick. And I did this other trick for someone else. And he's still like stunned. He's like, what the fuck kind of a stupid ass fucking joke was that? I finished this next effect for this next person. I turned back around. I said, knock, knock. He said, who's there? The chicken. It's a stupid fucking joke, but everyone in that group knew that the guy just gotten burned.
Yeah, that's great.
And I saw him turn red, both with embarrassment and anger.
Yes.
I mean, he was.
Did he keep coming? Like,
Oh yeah, he kept trying, and I eventually just walked away.
Wow.
His chest was starting to heave. All right, I got you. I'm going home with your wife now, motherfucker. Bye.
Wow.
How does a magician gig usually work? Like, are you the only magician there, or are there
Not
several
necessarily.
magicians? Okay.
It depends on the party, right? At a large party, I've done gigs with one or two people, where we especially have like a large corporate or large cocktail party, where it's just impossible for one person to service 200 people.
Okay.
Right.
Your jaw would get tired. Then on some of the small ones, like a birthday party where it's like 30, 40 people, or a charity event, 30, 40 people, I can do a single magician. Yep.
How long does your act go?
It depends how much you're going to pay me.
Okay.
I'll be quite honest with you. It's 45 minutes is the typical what you're going to find. Like it's so much for a 45-minute to an hour show. The 45 minutes usually is 45 minutes of me from the moment I step out to start performing to the moment I end. The 15 minutes to make up a quote-unquote hour is me getting there, setting up, getting my props in order, getting changed, doing all that, and then breaking down. That's the extra time.
You had an episode where you guys talked about valuing, what price you put it, and that was really good. Can you kind of get into that a little bit?
Sure. Magicians are viewed kind of as the used car salesman of the entertainment industry. So we are a couple steps above the mime used car salesman, but not by much. And people don't think we're worth it. The people get surprised when I tell them my price. I'm $350 for a 45-minute for a 1-hour show. And people, how do you get off spending that much? You're charging that much money. To be honest, like how much does your doctor get paid? How much does your lawyer get paid?
Right. And
these are people that are professionals
service.
that have been in the industry, that have practice and degrees and been doing it for 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
I've been doing my thing for 25, 30 years.
I don't see why that's that bad of a...
I mean, would you hire a band or a DJ for your wedding and say, "Oh, well, I thought maybe it'd only be like $50."
I was just going to say what they should charge like a lot more.
That's a typical DJ is about $700 for a 5-hour gig.
But yeah, even that, like that's more.
Yeah.
Like, and I've never heard anyone question a DJ. Like,
Yep. Gig salad has probably done a lot to contribute to killing the value of an entertainer, right. Especially when you have people who are really, they're not doing it professionally. They don't value their time. They don't, and all they want is like an extra $50, an extra $100 because they're bored and have nothing better to do. And they say, "I'll do your birthday party for $50."
Is that a website or?
Gig salad is a website.
It sounds like that Fiverr shit where it's like,
it's exactly what it is. It's the Fiverr of the entertainment industry. So you can just go out there and say, "Yeah, I'm a magician in the Philadelphia, PA, New Jersey area, and this is how much I'll do a 1-hour birthday party for it. $50, $75." And people call them. And sometimes you get people calling you out of the blue and expect to be paying that much. And it's really frustrating. Or then the ones who want you to do it for free for exposure.
Oh, how does that work?
Oh, there'll be a lot of people there. You can pass out your business cards.
A lot of important people. Yeah.
A lot of important people there. You can pass out your business cards, and you'll get lots and lots of other free shows out of it. Yeah, because they're not. How much did Mike charge you?
That's it.
He did it for free. Well, you did it for Sally for free. So we don't go down that road. We try not to go down that road. And the people that do go down that road, fuck you.
You
Stop
never
doing
get back. Yeah, that's it. You don't.
The only time I'll ever do a show for free is usually for charity. But then what I'll do is I'll have them write me a check for my normal fee, and then I'll write a check back to them for the same amount. That way I can use it and I can deduct it as a charitable donation.
Okay.
Right? Instead of me just saying, "Oh, well, no charge because you're whatever."
Yeah, you have to be able to at least write it up.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm using my time, I'm using my gas. We talked about cards being our consumable item. You know, I'm going through 2 or 3 decks of cards, and you know, there's things that get worn out that need to be replaced, including my hair. I'm sorry, I'm off my soapbox. You hit on a nice touchy subject.
I'm losing mine, man. It's.
I mean, do people do that with musicians? I mean, if you go to like a bar band, I mean, those guys get a couple $100, right? To do 2 sets. You know, people wouldn't even think about hiring a musician or a band or a DJ for nothing. But magicians, band. Oh, you're fucking cheap.
Well, I like that you guys were saying too, like that you get what you pay for. Like,
that's another thing.
Yeah, hire the guy for $50. It's just
that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a $50 magician.
Yeah.
He watched a couple of YouTube videos and he's like, "Oh, I'm good. Practiced for a week."
Yep. Yep. You know, it's funny. I've known guys that have gone out to the magic shop or just gotten something online, and they bought it and they read the instructions or watched the DVD. God forbid you read anymore, motherfucker.
Ah, right, that's it.
They watch the DVD or they watch the downloadable video instructions, and they try it a couple of times and say, okay, cool, I'm ready to put it in my show. And they go out and they go to put it in their show that night. I'm just like, oh, fuck. Kill me now. Let me give me a fucking machete. I'm going to chop off your goddamn motherfucking hands because you don't deserve it.
I practiced sleight of hand with cards for 6 months, and I thought I got really decent. Never showed a trick to anybody.
No? That's because you suck.
Nah, come on.
I was just like, nah. I'm just like, yeah, no,
My
I
rule
don't
of
think
thumb,
I'm good enough.
Yeah, my rule of thumb, you'd be surprised how long it takes me to take a trick from just learning about it, reading about it, practicing it, to actually putting it into a show, into a rotation. It's 6 months to a year minimum.
Wow.
And because it's not, any magic effect is 10% technical, 90% presentation. Right? If I'm just going to say, here, look at this trick, Eric and I call that the Stewart syndrome. If you remember Mad TV, look what I can do. You know,
yeah.
Look what I can do. You know, if it's not entertaining, it's just, you know, look what I can do. So
look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, and that's not magic. That's, you know, just showing off. That's me trying to fool you and trying to make you think I'm smarter than you, which I think is wrong. It's not doing anything to advance the art of magic.
I loved what one of the episodes you guys were talking about too, because I'm just remembering all of them. And the one
It's all coming back in a flood of
I
answers.
know the one was great, where I think it was just titled "I Did It to Get Laid." And was it you who brought the kid on the bus?
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, that
it was
amazing.
a Petco.
Can you tell that story?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so
This is great.
I work in Philly, and every day I take Patco from Jersey to Philly. And I was standing there on the platform, and I see this kid. He must have been about, I don't know, 18 years old. And he had a deck of cards, and he goes up to this pretty girl about the same age and says, hey, want to see this? They showed him, pick a card. And he did a really basic, what we call an ambitious card routine, where you take a card, you sign it, or you pick a card, you put it back in the middle of the deck, and it keeps rising to the top of the deck. Right. That's the basic effect behind an ambitious card. So he did an ambitious card. And he didn't do a great job. He did it enough to probably fool somebody, but he didn't do a great job. And right after that, when she says, oh, interesting. Here, let me show you how I did it. Because he obviously wasn't getting laid from impressing her with the magic. So he said, here, let me show you how I did this. And he shows her like the moves and stuff. I'm like, fuck, I'm going to kill this mother. I'm going to kill little shit. And I followed him onto the train. Yes, I stalked him. I admit it. I stalked an 18-year-old kid. Said that I'm live at internet. Great. It's there forever. So I sat down across the aisle from him, and he's still playing with his cards.
I'd be dead-eye staring.
Oh, I was basically dead-eye staring him.
Yeah.
And he sees me looking at him, and I basically said, can I see your cards a minute? And I basically, you did that all wrong. And I started giving him a lesson right there on the train. And I said, and don't you ever show anyone, ever, how to do a trick. I don't care if you did it badly. I don't care. I don't care if you did it to get laid, kid. Don't do it.
Yeah.
You know, we're watching. The eye is watching you.
We're
going to fucking kill you. So I invited him actually out to a magic club meeting. I invited him, I gave him my card. I said, here, call me. I can set up lessons. I can do anything, just
that's what I was going to ask.
Please stop doing it the way you're doing it.
If you gave lessons over the years.
I've given lessons over the years, yeah. I try to get my kids involved in it, and every 3 or 4 years, Dad, can you teach me magic? Yeah, and then they realize how much work it is and they stop.
I was like...
This kid never called me, never did anything. So yeah, this kid just did it to get laid. He was trying to get laid, and that didn't work. He tried to show her how the trick was done. Maybe that would impress her to get him laid. I don't know.
What do you recommend? How long do you think somebody should practice a trick before they actually show it to anybody? Because you don't want to mess up and reveal it. Because I think I did. I lied when I said I never showed a trick. I think I did. I think I did one stupid one at somebody at work. One
Trying to get laid?
Where you, what
was his name? Sorry. I don't even know him that well.
Christian.
Christian Vogel. You put the deck in your pocket and you penetrate, the card comes out of the deck and
Clutch.
they picked. Yeah,
it's just
so stupid like that. And like after I was done it, the person was just like, "Oh yeah, you did this," and I'm like, "Yeah."
They called you right out.
They called you out. So let me ask you this: how long did you practice it? Honestly, no one.
Honestly,
no judgment.
That trick itself probably only like 2 days, but I had practiced the overhand shuffle and the controls for like 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
So it was just that one. But you know what? And it was the first time I performed a trick. I was really nervous. I'm turning bright red, and I'm just shaking, and it's you know. So
it's gonna be
I
good.
think I was holding the deck the wrong way. It might have been. She might have been able to see that what I was doing.
So what you should do, honestly, you should have practiced the presentation.
Yeah. Okay.
Until it was second nature, until the words just spewed out of your mouth because your tongue and your lips and your voice had the in muscle memory, and your hands and your fingers would be coordinated with the sounds coming out of your mouth, so that there was really no indication that you were ever thinking about what you had to do next.
Oh wow!
Right? It's one of those things that the magic should be happening to both of you, and you're just conducting it. It's happening through you. It's not that you're making it happen. It's when people start to, when you try to overprove something, when you try to show someone something, that's when they get suspicious. Like, well, why is he showing me that? Why is he showing me this? The card is, look, it's only one card. Why is he showing me it's only one card? Of course it's only one card. Why is he having to do that? Why is he having to prove that to me? Things like that. So, practice the whole fluid motion of the entire effect from the time it starts to the time it ends, including your script. Now you can see I'm back on my soapbox, sorry. To the point where, it's second nature to you. And you have no reason to be nervous because your hands and your fingers are going to do all the work for you without you even thinking how to do it.
Nice.
So I practiced a trick for months and months and months to get my body to remember how I do it. Then I put a script to it, and I tried that a whole bunch of times. And my wife thinks I'm absolutely crazy because I do this in front of a mirror downstairs in our family room. And she's like, who are you talking to? No, you're practicing magic again. Okay.
None of your business.
None of your business. My audience is out there. Be quiet. And I get that down, and I just practice that and practice that and practice that, and I talk to myself in the shower, and I do.
Sometimes I do that just with the show, like anticipating
you
a
anticipate
conversation
a conversation,
or
right?
something. I'm in the driveway having a cigarette,
right?
And I realize my neighbors are right there, like probably like who's
he talking to?
Fucking creep.
And that's the way I practice magic, and that's the way you should do it too. Until it's whenever you seem nervous that something's happening, they're going to know something's happening. They're going to look for it. Our audiences aren't dumb. They're not dumb. I mean, as much as we like to hope they are.
I think really is. I don't know.
Like that rubber band thing, I practiced that for 6 months before I even had the moves down, and I've been practicing it and refining it for another 20 years.
We have to wrap this up.
Oh, we did.
Yeah,
no
it's
problem.
before, but Mike, real quick, definitely tell everybody where they can find you and your show.
Sure. My name again is Mike Sloves, and I am part of what's called Magicast Group. You can reach us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Magicast Group. And you can also reach us through Podbean. Search for Magicast Group there.
It's Magicast with one C, right?
Magicast with one C.
Or just magic, and it will come up. That's how I found it.
Some just Google
and
magic.
if you go to the Robin Slim show, I think you guys link to us as well.
Awesome, dude. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Definitely stick around if you want.
Sure.
We have.
I hope it was entertaining.
I did.
Awesome,
I did.
man.
I loved it.
Cool.